India's education minister steps down in victory for Cockroach Party protesters. That's the headline from the New York Times, reporting from New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi appeared to avert one of the biggest crises to hit his government in more than a decade by acquiescing to the demands of an upstart youth movement, prompting its leaders to call off nationwide protests that had shown few signs of fizzling. The concessions, including the resignation of India's education minister, a key demand of the protesters, represent a rare retreat for Mr. Modi, a strong man under whom the space for dissent has shrunk steadily in India, the world's largest democracy. The minister, Dharmendra Pradhan, a key player in Mr. Modi's political party, stepped down on Saturday after demonstrators repeatedly demanded accountability over a botched medical school exam. "We have done it," said Abhijit Dip, the 30-year-old founder of the Cockroach Janata Party, whose satirical name belies the explosive power it acquired just months after he turned a joke into a youth political movement. Loud cheers erupted at the protest site near Jantar Mantar, an 18th-century observatory in New Delhi, where he spoke. What did they say? That no one in this government resigns? Mr. Dip said. As the saying goes, the world bends, if you know how to make it bend. Not long after, another party leader said in a statement that the protests had been called off because the government had agreed to all of its demands, including compensation for the families of students who had died by suicide after the recent scandal. Despite the call for an end to protests, the movement could endure, especially as opposition parties have stepped in to support young people. Their underlying reasons for anger remain, reflecting a deep dissatisfaction with a shoddy and underfunded education system and a lack of jobs. The protesters, mainly students, had accused Mr. Pradhan of not doing enough to stop repeated leaks of college entrance exam papers, including a significant medical school test in May that forced millions of students to retake it. Mr. Modi did not directly address the protesters until 2 days ago, when he reassured them that the culprits were in custody. By then, the movement had morphed into something far bigger, capturing the frustrations of millions of young Indians struggling to understand why the world's fastest-growing major economy is yet to create enough jobs or fix an education system despite assurances from the government that it was bound for greatness. Roughly 40% of India's 1.4 billion people are under 25, and unemployment among those under 30 is high. Many students have taken aim at Mr. Modi, who has often talked in lofty terms about the power of India's youth, saying he has not followed through on his promises. That's the latest from New Delhi. Thanks for listening.